payoff for all the discipline? What's the payoff for 3 workouts a day? What's the payoff of the sacrifice of not going out on the weekends and let's go to the gym and put up 1,500 shots until I get a callus on my finger?
Has LeBron James ruined the student athlete with the idea of chasing, being willing to leave to chase whatever it is that you're chasing, as opposed to making the best out of the situation you're in?
Mayfield will start 1st and 10.
Just a small taste of what went on this week. We got a packed show. Thanks for being with us. I'm Joe Ball. My cohort Chad Ricardo is here. This is Hi-Def High School, brought to you by Quality Chiropractic.
Joe Ball, an exciting week of football. We saw all of it out there on the football field, beginning with the Madison Warhawks. That true Madison squad showed up and showed out on Thursday night.
They did.
John Hurley, Alex Dredge, Connor Berry all put up big games, leading them to victory. Also, I made some bold predictions last week. Gonzaga headed up to McDonough. That game was worth all of the buildup. We also saw Damascus roll into Northwest in a battle of Montgomery County. I was excited to be there. It was absolutely lit, Joe Ball.
Let's get to it. Lake Braddock rolled into Vienna on Thursday night to face Madison, 2 playoff caliber teams. Madison every year just front loads that brutal schedule with tough ones. First time Madison touched the ball, Connor Berry from the Lake Braddock 26. Keeps it, gets in that secondary, just slicing through. He's in the end zone. That puts Madison up 7-0 with 7:56 to play in the first. Still early, next time Madison gets the ball, Alex Dredge cuts it back. Not gonna catch him. He's in, 14-0 with 5:42 to play in the first. Lake Braddock completely not expecting the intensity they got from Madison in the first 10 minutes of this game. Third time the Bruins got the ball. Daniel Leposki really toughed it out. Leposki getting into the Thursday feels with Austin Wysocki. A couple plays later, he looks into the end zone. Tight coverage, but sucks that rock in. And feet down, Braddock gets on the board. It's 14-7 with 55 seconds to play in the first quarter. First play of the second. Connor Berry keeps it. Takes a bunch of Bruins for another 5 or 6 yards after contact. He's into Lake Braddock territory. Same drive. Connor Berry rolls out to his left, gets some pressure, lets it go for Robert Monahan, but Wilbright snatches the pill. Things going the Warhawks' way in the first half. That puts them up 21-7 at the 9:06 mark in the second quarter. Next kickoff, Bruins fumble. Madison takes over in great field position, and probably our play of the week, Alex Dredge takes it, absorbs a hit, bulling through a bunch of Bruins, dragging everybody and crashing into that end zone. This one got out of hand before halftime. That made it 28-7 with still 7:55 to play in the first half. The cheerleaders working on the guns. Connor Berry and that offense are going to wear him out this year. Couple plays later, though, Daniel Leposki dropping a swing pass to DJ Lawrence. He's on the corner, and well, see ya. Nope. He's going to have to cut it back. No problem. He's racing through the Warhawks secondary. One of the few times he was able to get free. And just before the half ends, Alex Dredge says, how about another one? Getting it done, pounding over that goal line. Madison rolls on Thursday night, 49-21. The big difference in this game was Madison still hasn't slowed down from that playoff run in the spring. The level intensity on the Warhawks side tonight had the same fervor we saw in that state semifinal game just a few months ago against SoCo. They are playing at a high level early on.
Joe Ball, a top 25 matchup in our Hi-Def High School Game of the Week. Number 18, the Northwest Jags playing host to defending 3A champs, number 23, Damascus. This is the first of what promises to be multiple battles of Moco this year. The Swarming Hornets defeated Northwest during the spring. No doubt, the Jags came into this matchup looking for revenge. In fact, Joe Ball, one of us in this studio, boldly predicted a Damascus victory. I won't say no names, but his initials are Chad Ricardo. Yikes. Jags student section was lit. Student athletes look wavy, and that would be a microcosm of things to come. Pick it up in the first, 4th and goal. Jags need a few inches. Those big fellas do all the work, and a little Patrick Doyle sneaks in behind them for the score. First official touchdown of the Coach Hawkins era. Shout out big bro Kevin Doyle of St. John's championship fame. QB1 runs in that family. I'm telling you, man, that Jags student section was nuts all night, bro. The student athletes definitely fed off of their energy. Second quarter now, and after forcing a turnover, Damascus takes over deep in their own territory, and oh no! Pressure off the edge leads to this Noah Vick pick 6. 5 yards to pay dirt, and the Jags cease control early, taking a 14-0 lead into the half. Second half, new wrinkle. That's Bowling Green commit and typically defensive back Darius Lorfield's under center, but this ain't no Wildcat. Lorfield's launches a bomb, and Daryl Harper takes it off of the defender's head. That, my friends, is what we like to call a top play nominee. The extra point no good. 20-0 Northwest. Fourth quarter now, and the Jags have their ears pinned back. Pressure off the edge causes the quarterback to release a duck. And you can call Derek Adams doctor because he's making house calls. 82 yards later, and Northwest goes up by a remarkable margin of 26-0. Now, there will be better days for Coach Klotz and this Damascus Swarming Hornets squad, but you gotta ask yourself, when was the last time the Hornets were beaten so soundly? First official victory in the books for Coach Travis Hawkins. Coach, what did you think of those talking head media types being so disrespectful picking against your young men?
When people predict us to be underdogs, we got to come out and show what we can do on the field, correct?
Yes, sir.
Y'all answer the bell. Y'all answer the bell. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Clap it up. They already turned the scoreboard off, but hey, whenever we can shut them out like that, that's a huge victory.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what did I say? What did I say in the chat? I said not only will we not only will we make a statement for the county, but we'll make a statement for the what? For the state. For the state.
Quince Orchard Wise Pumas taking notes. Northwest goes to Clarksburg next week. Damascus, home opener versus Magruder.
Kids are leaving their youth football teams to go join
Every
the Maryland.
single day.
The grill crew will be chopping things up from Coach's Corner in Purcellville, Virginia.
From Murray to the NBA, he went through the NCAA recruiting process, and 4 years later, Luka Garza shares his NBA draft night with Hi-Def High School.
3 gold medals in FIBA international competition. What else can these Sidwell Friends women do? We'll find out when Hi-Def High School continues.
That felt good. That was a good
If you've got arms, legs, a back, if you've got a body, period, you're going to need quality care. And the team at Quality Chiropractic treat you like family, and they heal people.
I love being here at Dr. D'Amato, the girls in the front desk. They make you feel like family when you come in every time.
Healing whole people, not just backs. Quality Chiropractic is here for you. Call now and book your appointment. Quality Chiropractic, adjusting the quality of your life.
That was her last text. Injured, Call me, I'm Paul, 301-5 million.
Welcome back to the show. We're going to switch gears now.
Coach Tamika Dudley's Sidwell squad will be ranked top 5 in the nation, Joe Ball. They're likely favored to win the DCSAA, but they already have 3 young ladies who have won gold medals.
Being on a team where everyone is buying in, not for themselves, not for their parents, not for their siblings, none of that, not for your families, just for USA basketball, for the names across your chest, that was like pretty special.
To have 1 gold medalist on your team, that's unique. But to have 3 is nothing short of legendary.
For coach, to have 3 kids, in that environment and representing their country, was definitely a really, really amazing feeling.
Kiki Rice, Jadyn Donovan, and Kendall Dudley of Sidwell Friends girls basketball each won gold while repping Team USA.
The way you just said it gave me chills,
The girls competed with and against top hoopers in the world.
The international competition was really, really top. USA, you have like the top kids in the country, top 12 girls in the country.
Senior 5-star point guard Kiki Rice won her gold playing in the FIBA 3x3 Under-18 World Cup held in Hungary.
It was really pretty there. Everyone was super, super nice.
Rice, the 2019 DC Gatorade Player of the Year, found the game flow of FIBA 3x3 to be very different from traditional ball.
Possessions are really short, like 12-second shot clock, so it makes it a really fast game.
But the nation's top point guard in the class of 22 and now a 2-time gold medalist said the changes helped her take her game to the next level.
It was really helpful for me, especially as a point guard, just having to lead the team and make all the in-game adjustments.
Donovan and Dudley played in the FIBA U16 Americas Championships held in Guanajuato, Mexico. And though COVID restrictions prevented them from touring the city,
no, we didn't see the city at all. We stayed in our hotel.
The U16 team ran up and down the court, dominating their opponents at a pace of 50 to 60-point victories per matchup.
I think the difference between us was definitely size and strength.
But that just shows you how good USA basketball is.
Accomplishing their goal for the 3rd consecutive year, winning is the standard for Team USA.
There's no other medal than gold, so.
A quote actually from Kara Lawson, you can't microwave a gold medal, so from day one we knew we had to put in work.
But that didn't make the accomplishment any less special.
My legs were shaking on the bench.
It was so cool, and everyone just running on there.
We were super excited. I was like, I'm gonna run on the court, throw the basketball,
And then just to go make a snow angel in the confetti, that was also nice.
Collectively, the girls understand everything and everyone it took to make it this far.
I think it just shows the hard work that I put in and all the sacrifices that, I made, my family's made, and all the great coaches I've had.
But Coach Dudley hopes before the school year begins and the girls' lives once again become hectic, they take just a moment to breathe in the magnitude of their accomplishments.
It's definitely something that they should cherish and remember for the rest of their life because it's not a normal thing.
Number 1 Gonzaga traveling north to take on McDonough. WCAC versus MIAA. Both of these squads are Eagles, but trust me on this, bro. This game was not for the birds. McDonough's 5-star defensive end and Penn State commit denied Dennis Sutton not in the lineup, and they could have used him. First quarter, though, and McDonough strikes first. Transfer quarterback Caden Martin does it himself, takes a licking and keeps on ticking. Apparently, Eagles fly high in Pikesville as well. Who knew? McDonough was in their wave early, playing a physical brand of ball. Stephon Egby sunning Eagles all over the field. And McDonough led 7-0 after 1. Number 1 team on the ropes. Who wears short shorts? Gonzaga faithful, not worried. In the second, McDonough in the red zone again, looking to take a commanding lead, but it's intercepted. Brendan Lane said, "Look, Mom, I'm on TV." With new life, Gonzaga goes to work. Carson Pettibone of the famous Flying Pettibone brothers finds Louisville commit Nate Kuriski, who slugs Gonzaga into field goal range, cutting the deficit to 7-3. After starting hot, we got more issues for Martin. Lefty bobbles the snap, then makes a questionable decision, and it's picked off. This time by Miles Johnson. Good teams convert turnovers to touchdowns. It's Pettibone to Brendan Lee. Gonzaga takes the 10-7 lead. First we had a Brendan Lane, now we got a Brendan Lee. If you're going to beat a Randy Travis coach team, you can't beat yourself. That's Deuce Lee on the pick, and all Gonzaga players seem to have close to the same name. That's Brothers for Others if I ever heard of it. That would lead to this. Pettibone going up top for Jalen McDonald, who makes the juggling grab. That young man has tremendous bloodlines. Check his DNA. Purple Flying Eagles go up 16-7. And how about a little JoJo Hammond for your nightcap? First cut so quick he knocked the camera out of focus. I predict JoJo Hammond will lead the WCAC in rushing this year, and that score slammed the door. Gonzaga goes on the road and wins the Battle of the Birds 23-7.
A local DMV baller has just begun his campaign in the NBA. He shared his draft night with Hi-Def High School in a journey that he never thought would turn out this way.
This whole area is where I grew up. It's where I learned how to play basketball.
Luka Garza is a 6'11", prolific scoring center who has just been drafted to the Detroit Pistons. But growing up in the DMV meant he had to grow into a body that was bigger than he could handle.
So this is when Luka still tripped over the baseline, which is painted line.
As a dad, Frank Garza was close to his son.
There were nights now, broken heart. I mean, as an 8th grader, 9th grader, just getting dominated.
But the Garzas had a plan. Luka comes from a family where dad and grandpa played college basketball, and mom and his uncle Tioman Alabegovich played professionally. He began playing AAU basketball in Maryland with Coach Keith Stevens, who would have a big impact on Luka.
AAU, even more so than high school basketball, prepared me for the next level.
Luka was 6'10" by the 10th grade and had his pick of private schools knocking on his door.
I wanted Luka to play in an independent league rather than the WCAC because he might be pigeonholed just to be a big person.
Luka entered the Murray School in Washington, D.C. He went from being virtually unknown to the Gatorade Player of the Year twice, including his senior year.
With the right coach like Chuck Frizzell,
keep your head up.
He developed faster.
Luka received a scholarship to play in the Big Ten for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
I think my first road trip was to Indiana. So seeing a packed out assembly hall, that was a unique experience. And that trip didn't go too well for our team, but an assembly hall is a place that I grew up watching on TV, and to be able to play in there a couple times.
The starry eyes of a freshman didn't last long. Luka is just 2 points shy of scoring the most ever by a player at Indiana's Assembly Hall. He was a 2020 Consensus All-American, the Sporting News National Player of the Year, Gatorade Player of the Year, and in 2021, he brought the Naismith Trophy home to the University of Iowa as the nation's best player, and was the Associated Press Consensus National Player of the Year as well.
In the Big Ten, yeah, he was the slowest guy out there, but the first guy down the court as a big. That should say something to someone out there.
And we caught up with this local DMV son a couple weeks back at an NBA draft party. Luka had gone from hoping to get picked up by a D1 school to just 4 years later, now waiting to see which NBA franchise he would be selected to.
If he was measured just on physicality, he wouldn't be let in the locker room.
But Luka's work ethic and relentless preparation.
The body of his work speaks for himself.
In any situation, if you give me a foot in the door, I'm going to open it up.
Luka was drafted as the 52nd overall pick by the Detroit Pistons, and his AAU coach, Eric Stevens, is still with him after all these years, and his dad could not be prouder.
There's not many people who thought I would ever be in this position, including myself, but my dad was one of the people who did.
Yes, I did believe with him, and that makes tonight really special.
Loco finally got a chance to get back out on the field this week. Coach Tynan Rolander said, remember his name after last year. Rah-Rah Wesley rolls to his left. Nah, going back to his right. Then he's going to let it fly. Justin Amokahene down inside the red zone. 32 yards on the play. Sets the Stallions in scoring position. Couple plays later, Rah-Rah rolling to his right. Fires over the middle. Justin Amokahene, 11 yards, touchdown. That puts the Stallions up 7-0 with the point after. Not much longer, Brock Spalding, you saw it before, takes a short pass, says hello. 14-0 with 2:26 left in the first quarter. Soko goes on to win handily over Hayfield.
Coming up, our grill crew is chopping up transfers. And Joe Ball, it's a good one.
Hey, you're watching Hi-Def High School. We'll be right back. Stay there.
That felt good. That was a good
If
one.
you've got arms, legs, a back, if you've got a body, period, you're going to need quality care. And the team at Quality Chiropractic treat you like family, and they heal people.
I love being here at Dr. D'Amato, the girls in the front desk. They make you feel like family when you come in every time.
Healing whole people, not just backs. Quality Chiropractic is here for you. Call now and book your appointment. Quality Chiropractic, adjusting the quality of your life.
Hey, can someone get me a sandwich or something? Quincy, you're on now. I got it. You're watching Hi-Def High School on 7 News. Let's go,
Our grill crew is talking transfers. Young high school athletes leaving their schools, their teams, and venturing out on their own. Here's Chad with our grill crew of Martino Savage, Coach Kirk Peterson, and Coach Andre Jones.
I want to talk about another very sensitive topic. It sparked some debate here. That, of course, is that of transfers. There are student athletes out here who get in situations, they play at wonderful schools, such as the two of you all's, but then, albeit for playing time, albeit for any of the myriad of other reasons out there, they decide into their career that maybe it's time for a change. How do we feel about student athletes transferring in the midst of their high school career?
Again, a family decision. If a player wants to go, let the player go.
You know what, Coach? Family decisions, every decision is a family decision. I want to know how you feel about it with you and your team, you and your family.
All right, the gloves is off. If a kid wants to leave, I'm going to speak for myself.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to make it real personal. If any player in my program wants to leave, I'm going to help them. I don't want a disgruntled player in my program. I'm going to find out why that player wants to leave, what I could do better. Personally, it's never happened. I'm going to do my job. Not at any arrogance. I'm going to make sure relationship-based coaching is going on. Track records speak for itself. The handshake must match the smile. Take care of your students. You don't have to worry about the transfer. That is not commonplace.
I don't think it helps your program to have a player that wants to transfer or is looking up and down the toll road to find a new place to go and play. I think certain positions you have to transfer. I mean, if you're a quarterback and you're a senior and you got another senior that's starting, the likelihood of you getting in the football game and playing your last year is tough. So I think in those situations we have to look out. I will go on the other end of the spectrum. It sucks, though. It does. Because, you look at Drew Lock right now in the NFL. I mean, the speech he gave, I think kids should just look at that stuff and say, wow, what a great teammate. He's here, he's buying in, he's going to be there. And in some cases, that kid that transferred is the depth at your position that you need. So it stinks because there's another school down the street that has their arms open and says, you'll be our savior, and they take you away. I think what we have to talk about with the transfer situation, though, and this is not a shot, but how many of those transfer stories don't work out? How many of those kids have left their school and they don't play, or the school they went to didn't win, or they left because they thought they had a better chance to get to college and they're still calling for help because they didn't get that scholarship? And I think that's going back to that risk reward. It doesn't always work out, and you hope that you can have the honest conversations and find a way to contribute to your team and stay there. But it's sad because you see it all the time, and you're seeing it a lot more now. The allure of the ring and the ability to get to that state title game sometimes outweighs logic, in my opinion, when it comes to transfers.
I'm going to reverse the answer.
Okay.
You got to get these kids to compete. A lot of kids don't compete no more. The transfer portal and the school that wants me,
sure,
it's so open.
Sure.
You don't have to compete anymore. It's open. So, hey, man, we got you. I mean, you can come on in here. But do they care about you? Like he's saying. are they gonna look out for me? Like what you saying? So kids gotta weigh that factor in. But at the end of the day, you have to compete. Because if you're a kid that didn't compete and you just want to transfer, you're going to face competition again.
I'm gonna bring up a buzzword here, right? I'm gonna bring up a buzzword that not everybody likes to want to hear because there's two different sides of this coin. But I'm gonna bring up the buzzword of loyalty here. Okay.
Oh, man.
But here's why, right? I went to high school. I went to Bethel High School in Hampton, Virginia. That's the home of Allen Iverson. You know what I never thought? I never thought to myself, I'm gonna transfer to Hampton. Because Bethel was my school, bro. Exactly. That was my neighborhood. That's where all of my friends went. So from a transfer perspective, has LeBron James ruined the student athlete with the idea of chasing, being willing to leave to chase whatever it is that you're chasing, as opposed to making the best out of the situation you're in?
Hey, you're watching Hi-Def High School. We'll be right back. Stay there.
That felt good. That was a good
If
one.
you've got arms, legs, a back, if you've got a body, period, you're going to need quality care. And the team at Quality Chiropractic treat you like family, and they heal people.
I love being here at Dr. D'Amato, the girls in the front desk. They make you feel like family when you come in every time.
Healing whole people, not just backs. Quality Chiropractic is here for you. Call now and book your appointment. Quality Chiropractic, adjusting the quality of your life.
Okay, we've got some big games to look out for this week. In Virginia, Coach Daryl Overton will take his Freedom Eagles from Woodbridge up to Stonebridge.
That's going to be a good one, Joe Ball. Another good one, Grill Crew representative Coach Peterson and the Flint Hill Huskies. They're going to do battle with PVI.
And in Maryland, Paint Branch will be on the road at QO. And our game of the week,
Good Counsel playing host to Friendship Collegiate. Joe Ball, this is one of my favorite games each year. Back in 2019, they played an instant classic, a defensive stalwart. I know that Friendship thus far has not looked great this year, whereas Good Counsel has been terrific. But when these two teams match up, you can throw the records out of the book.
all right, we're almost out of time. Prediction.
Joe, I'm going to make this one short. I'm going Good Counsel this week. The Beach Boys are upset with me, but this Good Counsel squad, they might be special.
Okay, that's all the time we have. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back to our regularly scheduled time next week, 11:30 a.m. on 7 News. And as always, you can check us out 24 hours a day on HiDefHighSchool.com. For Chad Ricardo, I'm Joe Ball. This is Hi-Def High School. We'll see you next time.